got to be up and down only, which is annoying because then if I wanted to show anything like width-wise, you can't do it that way. Just stupid. So, headed home. Busy last 2 days. I know I was supposed to go live on Thursday. I was going to show you guys Cammy's eye. I never went and checked on her. I knew she was eating, I knew she was drinking, and she looked warm. That was the biggest parts. The weather dropped in New York throughout the entire day. I think we started out at like 31 in the morning because it rose up through the night, and then it dropped during the day, and then by the evening when I ran up to Buffalo to grab Jay to come co-pilot with me on this couple of day trip, it was like what, 1 degree by the time we got home. So it dropped fast, and I was out there during the day after I took Lily to her doctor's appointment, just trying to make sure that those that needed blankets and everything had them, and staying warm, bring them in off the fields, and getting things ready to go for this trip. So I did not even have a moment. My fingers were freezing just in the basic being outside. So,
by the way, that 1 degree, that for the non-American viewers, that's about -17 Celsius.
Yeah, there you go. For everybody that's not Fahrenheit, which would be the Canadians and the Europeans.
And the Aussies.
Yeah, and the couple of Aussies that still follow. It's -17. It's great.
Or, in more scientific terms, friggin' cold!
Very much so. So Lily had a doctor's appointment up in Buffalo. We came home, did a couple of things. The part finally came in for my truck. That was an entire situation in itself. We had ordered the part Saturday evening last weekend. And knowing Sunday, nothing goes on a Sunday. So it goes out on Monday. And then from Monday, it was supposed to be delivered by Wednesday. That didn't happen. But we looked at the tracking, and the tracking said it arrived in Allegheny at 3:40 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And I was like, this is not acceptable. This cannot happen. This is not allowed. And it sat there, and it sat there. And I called UPS company, and they said, you need to get this part to my place ASAP. I need it now. We'll have it there by 9 o'clock Thursday morning. That didn't happen. The company emailed me and said, yeah, we can't have it there by 9 because our trucks don't leave the facility till 9:30. I said, fine. You make it your first stop. So on Thursday, when I took Lily to the doctor's appointment, by 10:45, it still hadn't been delivered, and I called up the warehouse, and I said, where's my part? They said, yeah, it's still sitting here in the warehouse. I was like, are you kidding me? Good morning, Christine Irwin. Hello. Carrie, hello. Thanks. Yeah, I was not happy. So I sent my father down to the warehouse, picked up the part, and he had the truck, and worked on the truck at least. It's still not 100%. It's working. We've made it across the East Coast a little bit. So Thursday night we left with the big 4-horse and Mac and his 2 new pasture buddies. And I know I was going to do a goodbye with you guys for Mac, but it wasn't working out because of the weather. It wasn't anything. But I did share the picture that Karen shared from her page onto my personal page, so you guys can see where he's at. And he's already going to be spoiled. Absolutely, adamantly spoiled. So, not worried about his future any further. Sherry, hello. What is the temperature at home right now? Do you know?
I'll sure tell you.
left home about 11:30 Thursday night. I slept. Jay drove across to Massachusetts. Massachusetts, I took over in the morning, dropped those 3 off, and it was like 1 degree across the entire state. And that is cold. It's cold. It's very cold.
Currently, well, I haven't checked the weather.
Well,
I got bumped, but that's 31 degrees. Feels like 20.
So the wind's blowing. So I get home, I get the horses loose back out in the field. Throw blankets on some of them. Random horse trailer in a pasture. So then we picked up a pair of Finn sheep. They were cute. They kicked Jay's butt.
I was not built to pick up sheep.
I know. I was.
They're such awkward beasts. They're like, all right, like you go to pick it up, and everywhere you think you're going to grab something solid, it's just squishy.
There's like nothing
big
solid on
bags
this
of
sheep.
Jello in a wool sweater. They just want to roll out, and then they just start like freaking out. They throw their legs all over the place, and then they throw their head back.
You want to do that again for the video?
Just like out of nowhere, they'll just be like laying there, and then then they'll just go. Bags of Jello, like a 30-gallon trash bag full of Jello and bones, wrapped in a wool sweater, with a face. And you try to pick that up, and it's just like dead weight that occasionally spazzes out. It is a weird beast. No, thank you. I still have the coughing from that asthma attack.
He was not prepared.
I was so not prepared.
I mean, I don't really know if there's any good way to prepare somebody to pick up a sheep. But Finn sheep are not generally a big size one anyway. They're not a big breed. And I've raised sheep as a kid, so I kind of have a better idea where to grab. I'm just like, I'll just pick it up and just walk away. And he's like, all right, how'd you do that? He tried to copy it, just could not get it right. Then the lady was not helping either. She kept trying to tell him how to do things.
She told me to put it down and then put both of my arms up under its like underside, beneath its
one underneath the breastbone and one under the flank.
And so the thing was just like had its legs on either side of my arms, and like I'm just deadlifting all of this weight is just hanging off my biceps and my back.
Yeah. And hey, Pat.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah, no, that's not the way to carry sheep.
Like I was lied to by the Bible. I was told you could just pick the damn thing up and just like throw it over your shoulder and just like cordwood, and or just like grab it by the feet and it'll just like let you. Nope. Apparently there's a whole process and I didn't know it.
But sheep.
And this one's sitting here holding the one sheep, laughing at me,
and it's thrashing and kicking its legs.
And I'm just like duck waddling. Oh, because the ground was like kind of like uneven, like dirt.
It was frozen.
And it was frozen, and there was like little spots of ice, and I couldn't see in front of me because I had 3 feet of sheep in front of me. And
it was the biggest one.
And you were laughing at me, and you're like, I should have had my camera. And
I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry.
I'm so. That was traumatizing. I'm never picking up a sheep again in my life. They were very cute on the trailer though. Mm-hmm. Once they just like started laying down, and they're just like, okay, we're just gonna hang out here and be terrified. They were fine.
Yeah, exactly. They're cute when they're on their trailer, not doing anything to you. Linda Dewey, it's nice to catch you and both you both and Muscle Man. Yeah. No, ideally the best way, which is one around the front of the chest. So you hold the front weight. And then I start out with one under the flank, but then I readjusted and went around the back.
That's
side.
what I would have thought, to have both pairs of legs in between your arms.
Yeah.
So you're holding them like, you know, like you can lock in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when she started kicking, like that one I had thrashed. She was trying to run in the air. And when she started kicking, I was like, all right, nope, we're putting one around the backside instead of underneath.
And yeah, it might poop on your elbow, but
the jacket washes. I've got to re-duck work it anyway. Sheep tails, yeah. But
the tails are very cute.
Yeah, little dog's tails. But I shared a picture of them over on the transport page, just kind of showing off on the transport about the different species that they were willing to carry and transport around. So, and then we took them to Virginia. And
Virginia with the light dusting and snow on it is pretty.
it is so pretty. I mean, I've already shared some pictures. Jay took most of the pictures. He's got a good eye. I did the one video with the tree line with the sun as well. But it pretty much took all of yesterday getting across Massachusetts, Connecticut, and then skipping the Google Maps, like, adamantly wants us to always cross the George Washington Bridge. Always.
I wish you could just like rule out individual roads always.
Yeah, exactly. Can we just like never put this in the
just,
map
like, draw
at
a
all?
circle around like areas you never want to be in.
Right.
And
Right.
like I'll drive 2 hours out of my way not to go through New Jersey.
Well, I think we went 45 minutes out of the way for this.
And we still ended up in New Jersey.
And we still ended up in Jersey. Yeah, but at least we didn't go through Long Island.
We didn't go through Long Island. Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island, you gotta give it the good. Long Island.
Long.
Is that the Brooklyn Bridge? Is that the Brooklyn Bridge?
I don't even see a bridge.
That's a big ass mountain, that's what that is. That looks like a volcano.
It does look like a volcano. I can't even show it because there's a tractor trailer in the way and no trees.
Like driving through the countryside, the wild thing about like driving for the view is that there are moments where you will get a view that you will not get again.
Ever.
Like as soon as something obscures it, that's it. The moment's over.
It's gone.
You better have appreciated it while you had it.
Or if the light is just right and the haze is just right and the fog with the clouds, you better hope you're ready to grab it then, because that's about it. You're done. But we got down into Virginia about 11:30 last night, dropping the sheep off. Jay was driving that portion, and the guy was very confusing about where he wanted you to put the trailer.
First he told me to back it up, and I'm thinking, okay, onto the property.
That's how I
He's,
took
like,
his instructions
pointing.
too. Right.
Here, you can show I don't know if that'll come through. It's very, very shrouded in fog. Like once these trees pass, I think you gotta angle it a little bit more that way.
Yeah. I got it.
I trust you.
There's trees in the way. You can kind of see it. Trees. There. Trees. Yeah, you can kind of see a shadow of it, like, peeking above on the camera. It does look like a volcano, though. Of course, now the Easy Pass is hanging out in the view. It's not blocking anything. It's just there. That didn't help.
I'm sure it didn't.
Of course, the camera makes it look... The phone makes it look further away than it really is. No, don't.
Can you zoom?
Yeah, I can zoom. I don't want to.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You can see it.
The misty mountains.
Yeah, there you go. We're the Riders of Rohan. Wrong continent. Oh yeah, that's no bueno. And then the horse that we had on was a big saddlebred named George, who kicked and pawed the first, what?
It was a few hours.
Yeah, 2-3 hours of the trip.
It was about every once an hour after that, just to let us know he's back there and wasn't happy.
Just reminding us he's back there. And the place that he had to go to, she says, you can't go in the dark. You gotta wait till morning. So about 3 o'clock in the morning, Jay pulls off into a truck stop, and I was already out. I was done.
I conk out till about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Fire it back up and hit the road.
Actually, it was you getting in the truck that woke me up further. Because, like, I was kind of awake-ish. And then the door opened, and I was like, okay, I'm up.
I honestly wasn't sure what would be worse. Because I had to get out of the truck, obviously, to go use the bathroom.
Right.
And I'm like, do I wake Emily up and let her know that I'm leaving the truck? Or do I risk you waking up and having me not be there? Or do I risk you waking up when the door is opening and I'm not in the seat I was just in? Like, do I, like, how freaked out do I risk making Emily?
Yeah. Yeah, but not much really, like, heavily scares me. It's more of, like, the door opened. So, actually, my brain went more logical. Okay, Jay is up. He's getting back in the truck. Or he's getting out of the truck. Alright, roll over. He's getting in the truck. Okay, alright, we're good. But we got George to where he needed to go. And then Jay and I took the scenic route up 220. We stopped to grab some breakfast at a local place in Lexington, Virginia.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I would not go out of my way to go back.
They did a great job on the eggs.
Yeah.
Those were some expertly made griddle eggs.
Yeah.
And the home fries were pretty good.
I don't much care for
biscuits
home
were
fries.
really good.
The biscuits were good. Yeah, the biscuits were good. The finding was it $3.39? $3.49 for a diesel was a diesel. $3.39.
$3.39 in the wild, not even on the res.
Yeah.
That's what you were paying on the res.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was paying on the res. So now we're kind of making our way back north, headed home. We'll drop off the trailer and then I'll run Jay back to Buffalo. Next week is opening up into more work as well, so I'm home Monday, Tuesday, the rest of the weekend. Potentially home on Wednesday. No, Wednesday is heading out. Potentially, as long as I still have an issue with the truck a little bit. Not happy with it, but it's drivable. But it is going back into the shop on Tuesday, kind of see what's going on with it. And hopefully they can get it all fixed on that day. But then I have to head from, I still have to find that one too. I have to head from Pennsylvania to New Hampshire, New Hampshire to Michigan, Michigan to Iowa, Iowa to home. And then after that, the week after that is another Florida run before Christmas. So busy, but it brings in the money, it pays the bills. Jay gets a little extra in his pocket. You get to see some sights. Oh, I didn't tell you about the international truck that was in that barn when we dropped off George.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like one of the old styles, 1960s international truck. Beautiful. I get sleepy driving in an hour, so I take my hat off to Genevieve. Yeah, yesterday I pulled 13 hours from 6:30 to 7:30. 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. And I know.
I'll usually do between 8 and 12.
Yeah.
Overnight. I love overnight. Overnight, I can do 12 hours overnight driving, standing on my head. It is, well, except for when it's backwoods, like S-curves in the, to avoid $100 worth of tolls.
Yeah.
I think I would rather take the tolls.
I'd really rather not take $100 in tolls. And I still have to call them. I'll call them when I get home. Driving's not that bad. I know some people can't do it. It's not meant for everybody.
The vehicle you're driving means a lot too.
Yes.
Like, a comfortable, well-appointed vehicle is going to make all the difference. Like, if you were driving like one of those like older, like very capable but like older school trucks with the bench front.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could do 12 hours in one of those. Not without a break.
Yeah, it'd be hard to pull a 12-hour shift in a bench truck. They're not comfortable. And that's the biggest thing that Jay's always said since he started going with me on some of these trips, is that my truck's extremely comfortable to ride in. And I attributed that to being the, it is a high country, so it helps. I don't know what this car is doing. Like, it was going, and then just like nods.
Well, my daily driver is a Chevy Cruze.
Right.
And it's, it's kind of small. The leather seats, it's got the cloth seats, which is no big deal, but like, they're not exactly cushy. They're built for efficiency, they're built for function over form.
Right.
And all expenses were spared in the making of this vehicle. Which means it's a very affordable, very efficient vehicle, but it also means that just where I can do 12 hours in this truck, no problem, in either seat, in that Chevy Cruze, just the hour and a half down to your place is like exhausting.
Yeah.
I get out feeling like I'm like made of bricks.
That's how I feel like driving in Jim's car. I hate driving his car. You all drive fancy. Well, like you said, when you're doing these long distance hauls and long distance driving, you really have to have something that's super comfortable. There's no way you can pull the shifts that we pull without having something that is like extremely comfortable to ride in. It's got the leather seats, they're super well padded. The extra lumbar support to them. It's got the heated and the AC cooled, because Mr. Furnace over here, the truck's got to be like 67 degrees and the AC riding up his back.
Yeah. And some kind of air has to be blowing.
Yeah. Well,
I would roll down the window in the winter if Emily let me.
obviously I let you, but then I sit over here and freeze.
Yeah, and then I feel bad, and so I roll it up, and I just like stifle. Like even right now, I'm just like, man, it's muggy in here.
You need to turn your heat down.
It's 67. But you know, what was the last one that we did? 7 days.
6 days.
Well, it was just a bit over 6 days on the road with all of maybe 7 hours, 8 hours that we got like in a bed.
Yeah, yeah. We had one night in the hotel room. Everything else was in the truck.
And that was after just the first day, and the rest of it was in the truck. You can't tell me you're doing that in like the WT, the work truck, the cheapest truck on the market. If you are doing that, you're beating your body up.
Yeah, you really are.
You're not doing yourself any favors saving that money.
Genevieve says, me too, I like it cold. The warmer the heat will make me start coughing.
Yeah, it gotta be cold.
No, I run around with the seat warmers on half the time.
If I drove with the seat warmers on, I'd be asleep by mile 5.
My back pretty much requires it at this point. It's nice, and like we said, it's the only way to do 12, 13, 14-hour shifts driving is being comfortable. Because then we get there, we're not hurting, we're not suffering, we're not like miserable and biting at each other. So
speak for yourself.
Bite you?
Bite yourself.
No. Want to do that. So, and then for the horses that we hauled in the cold, we double blanketed them, and Mac had a super heavy blanket on as it was anyway. Actually, it was one of the blankets that Megan left behind, because I made sure it got stuck in a stack of blankets that just conveniently looks like they were all mine. Because I know she walked off with a couple of my own. Well, that blanket fit Mac perfectly. So that blanket went with Mac to his new home. We put a neck warmer or a hood on him, and then the other 2 mares were double blanketed with ones that I had at the barn. I left 2 of them with Karen, and I had to bring 2 of them home because one of them belongs to my sister technically, but it worked perfectly for what I needed it for. So Karen tried to pay me for them. I gave half of the money back because I also got some gates off of her that worked perfectly for the sheep, so they will stay around as I need them for the trailer for hauling livestock, so I can build a panel or something for the front of that space. Genevieve says, years ago I drove from Alabama to Arizona to be with your mom before she passed. 24-hour drive straight through, and it took me a week to recover. How long does it take you to recover when I run off with you on the road?
Depends. Like this one being just like effectively like a little over a day and a half.
Yeah.
I'll relax tomorrow, but like I'll do stuff. I'll get chores done stuff. After the last trip though, shoot, 2 days and I didn't move. And even like coming back, because it was 2 days later was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so like I was running around cooking turkeys and everything else and entertaining family, and I was not here for it. I did not have that kind of energy. But I had to do it anyway. So then I took Friday. I had another like potato day.
Nice.
But I'm a big baby. I'll take a potato day anytime you give me one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember when I did. I think I immediately went right out to the barn and started cleaning the barn and the house some more. Yeah, because I was cleaning the living room and the dining room from that trip. Right, because I've been home almost 2 weeks, a week and a half at least now. So yeah, I went right into cleaning the house and getting stuff shipped out and cleaning the barn and stuff like that. I can't sit still, regardless if I'm tired or not. Because that, right, I dropped you off and then I still had 2 more horses to drop off that night.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I dropped him off in Buffalo and then I still had 2 more horses on the trailer from that Florida trip. So one of them I got to drop off in Ellicottville on my way south. And then I kind of had to go cross country west a little bit to drop off the second one. I got home at like 2 o'clock in the morning that day. I pulled the trailer in the driveway, unhitched it, left it to sit, and walked into the house and went to bed. But, yeah, I went right into cleaning. It doesn't take me that long to recover, thankfully.
You're not great with just sitting around.
I'm not.
Restful time is not, you're not really built for it.
I'm not.
Whereas I'm like, give me all the restful time. Like, what are we living for if not for restful time?
Yeah, because at some point on the rest of the day's drive, I'll hand the steering wheel off to Jay. I'm going to sit over there and clean the truck.
She does the second she gets in the passenger seat, she starts cleaning the center console out. Which, like, I mean, hey, I appreciate it.
It needs it right now, but yeah.
I do appreciate it. But, and it does need it.
It does need it.
If you didn't, I would certainly understand that.
This thing needs to get cleaned too.
Like, you will work until you fall asleep.
Yes. Yes. You know, I did kind of take a lazy day though this last week. What is today? Saturday. Thursday. Wednesday? I was kind of lazy on Wednesday.
Yeah? How much stuff did you get done?
I got like 2 boxes out. Well, no, because Thursday was Lily's doctor's appointment. So Wednesday, I didn't hardly do anything on Wednesday. I pushed the horses out the door to the pasture. And then took care of the ones that needed, grain and extra attention. I went in the house and tried to pack boxes. I got a little laundry done. 2 boxes packed. Yeah. Wednesday was my down day. And felt super guilty about it. That's kind of what's going on, guys. Nothing crazy. Like I said, we're just headed up 81 North, Virginia, headed home. I'll drop the trailer off, take Jay home, come home. Because if I try to do any Christmas shopping or anything else in between, don't have time for that.
No, not today.
Hope y'all have a good rest of your Saturday, and I'll catch up with you probably later.
Bye.